what I did tonight when I came home was I put medium CA on this rudder top here so that I can fly it Saturday. I'm hoping to get it over to John's and get it finished. I'll put some tissue on it and blend it in. White paint. Probably won't get the XL back on it, but you never know. I might. Depends on how much time we got over there. Let's see, which one did I work on last night? I guess I worked on that one. We'll work on this side or the other side. Can't really tell. Yeah, it was that side. Yep, this side here. So we'll sand on this. Might sand on this too. This is 1,000. I want to do 1,000. That'll take the paint right off of it. So much sanding left to do. I ordered a roll of solder so I could wrap the tail wheel in some solder if necessary come Saturday. Oh boy. I think we need to hit it with some 15. 2,000 doesn't seem to be quite aggressive enough. Could be all day doing 2,000s, like rubbing it with notebook paper. Five watchers and 3 likes. So the plan is to wrap the solder. I'm going to wrap an ounce of solder out around the tail wheel. See how much that moves the CG back. That means it'll be 55 again. 55 1/4 with the CG moved back. And we'll test fly it there and then take away the solder. or maybe add solder till it flies right, till I got the turn I want. Then I'll start painting, clearing. Get it to weigh the same amount with the clear on it, using the clear as the ballast instead of solder. If I have to do another ounce of clear on here, it'll be a spectacular finish. Because it ain't bad now. But the whole thing of this exercise was not for finish, it was for performance. Kind of bad that you see me hit the ground with it. Just did not turn the way it used to. It's a good thing I didn't wait another millisecond, because it would have been splattered. What? We need to hit it with 2,000 again. She'd have been a splattered airplane. Just a split second longer before the turn. Can't believe you guys like to watch me do this. Hey, Craig. Yep, fly it again Saturday. I can tell you this, that was the first flight of the season. That was the first maneuver of the season. On a new airplane with the CG moved. I will not be doing the reverse wing over on the first maneuver. I figured because this airplane was always like putting an old shoe on, that it would operate the same. And because I lightened it up, it moved the center of gravity forward and did not turn the same. So the first maneuver, reverse wing over, I made the turn barely. The turn was so low to the ground that it drug the rudder and made the ate the prop up. So we won't be doing that again. We'll do some squares with it, I think, to test the turnability. Take it a little slower, because I almost lost it for the season, and that would have really been a bummer. have been almost as bad as when I crashed my Thunderbolt. But I needed to get out from under that Thunderbolt anyway. It was holding me back, too heavy. Too heavy. Yeah, this is going to shine up nice. Yeah, it was pretty lucky. Good evening, Alan. But see, that's not the first time I've done that. I did that at the team trials. Came down on our reverse wing over and turned the corner, and it sunk to the ground, and I turned a 14-inch propeller into a 3-inch propeller, and I drove the rudder across the ground. Remember, these are just a tool. It's you're gonna have to fly close to the ground. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a story. Harley Davidson has a school in Milwaukee. Well, there was a guy on the forum. I haven't seen him in a long while. I can't remember, what was it, Harley Man or whatever? I can't remember his handle. Anyway, I went to a Harley school. And he came and got me. He took me over to his field. And one of his friends let me fly his airplane. And I came down to the 5-foot mark and turned with his airplane. And his friend asked this other guy, Harley Man, do they fly that low? Yeah, we fly that low. I guess his airplane had never been down that low. Wasn't a very good flying airplane, but wasn't mine. I wasn't trying to hurt it or anything, but it was nice of them to let me borrow it for a flight up in Milwaukee. But I guess his ass puckered when I come down and about hit the ground with it. Not really, 5 foot. That's why when Charles flew this, I didn't want to watch. Yeah, it's shining up nice. Should be beautiful. It's sticking. Hopefully it's nice weather this weekend. I got a lot of catching up to do. Maybe I'll take the meals out to the field and see if they work. That turned out nice. I like that green, it's pretty cool. I need a whole airplane that color. Well, because I spent time trimming it, just like I'll trim it again. I should have known better when I took off how nose heavy it was, because it just didn't want to rise off the ground like it used to. But we got a lighter muffler on it now. Took an ounce off the nose. So let's sand this out here. One ounce off the nose. Yeah, over here it's either wind or rain or something. It's always something. This is the Midwest, so yeah. Better stop there. I'm starting to pick up some color. Can't feel it though, so that's good. I guess we can go ahead and sand that leading edge too. I think I'll turn it around though. So I can sit down and do it. This leading edge or that leading edge it needed. It'll get done a couple of times anyway. I think it's that one. I can't tell. So that's the one that I worked on last night. I can tell because of the shine. And that's the one I worked over there, so it's this one. The outboard side. So this is 1,000 grit. We don't want to sand with that. We don't want to sand with 1,500. We'll go with 2,000 on this. Got to be super careful in these open bays because there ain't much paint on this thing. We got 12 watchers. Unbelievable. You guys are gluttons for punishment. You want to get it all flat. You'll know when it's flat. It'll dull out. It'll be really dull everywhere. No shiny spots. That's when it's sanded enough. Keep it lubed up. Paper cuts better lubed. Yeah, must be because this paint's drying, because it's sanding out a whole lot better. I might have to go over that side too again. That flattened right out. Sanding is an art. It's Wendy called it the Zen of sanding. When you see this airplane in person, you'll think, man, there's a lot of paint on it. No, this finish is 4 ounces so far. I mean, might have to put a little more clear on it to get it to balance, but you can see that it's still pretty well nose heavy. I wish not. I made the move the engine an inch farther back. Somebody was saying I had to move my motor back on something or a chipmunk or something. Can you move the motor back? No, I can't. The tank is already in the wing. I don't know, 2 inches. tank is shoved back, motor shoved back. I got a 3/4 prop extension on it. That might be something to look into, see if we can take some weight off the extension, but kind of got to have some mass there to hold it together. It'll be alright. I'll get her fixed. I'll get her trimmed out. Have no fear. That needs a little more there. A little white. That looks pretty good. Now I don't know if you could see it on camera, but if you look at it, it's rather dull. Oh, now we've it's rather dull. Still got a few shiny spots up in here that need to be sanded out a little bit. Let me see what the camera looks like on TV. Yeah, if you look right here in this checkerboard here, you can see that it's kind of dull, or spotty shine. Kind of got to sand all those spotty shines out of it. But it's not really ready to be boned out yet, so not quite hard enough. So it's going to get another polish job. Yeah, these are made on a lathe. These are not Brodeck extensions. These are big bore extensions. Kind of handmade stuff. Okay, well, let's polish it up and see what it looks like. We'll rub it out. I bought a Dremel buffing tool that looks something similar to this. Don't waste your money. I mean, it polishes, but the battery doesn't last very long. You gotta charge it with a phone charger. It's just no good. I wouldn't expect anybody to buy one of these though either. I just got it because I'm a tool junkie and got it off the Snap-on truck. $50 a week till it's paid for. I got a big Makita car buffer under the TV, but I'll tell you what, if that thing grabs the wing, it'll flip the airplane across the room like you never seen. The buck thing's nice, but man, it's dangerous. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hit it with some finesse it by hand, see what it looks like. That compound I just used was 7,000 grit. This is 10,000 grit. Now you're supposed to change the pads, but I'm just going to go ahead and shine it up. So kind of dilutes it from 7 to 10. You know, like 8,500 grit. But it'll shine up nice. Now hit it with the magic sauce. Only about 30 more hours to go like this. There's another thing. See these blue Scott towels? These are the best towels for rubbing paint you've ever used. I'd rather have these than microfibers. They cut better and leave no streaks. They're pricey, but I think worth it. I got a spot right there, needs some attention. Thank you, Miguel. If you go on my channel and look for the hinging video, it's all explained there in the hinges. I got 3 hinging videos. Three hinging videos. I need to hit this again. The hinges really aren't my idea. I gotta give credit to Ron O'Toole. He told me about these hinges 20-some years ago, 25 years ago. And the way he explained them, I didn't understand what he was talking about it. I just happened to be sitting on the couch one day and I went, hey, I know what he said. And I went upstairs and I made and that was about 15 years later. I made a set, and I've been using them ever since. Boy, this is so nice. It's so light. So nice. 54. Hey, Blazing Plains. Yeah. Gonna have to do something with that. Hit it again, I guess. Some more white. I'll airbrush a little more white on there when I airbrush this top rudder. I guess I could, I don't know, I'll do that tomorrow night. Put some clear dope on this. Clear dope. Let's see here. I need to do this side right here. 20 minutes. Okay. Where's my little sponge? I have got to clean this shithole up again. This is 2,000. That's 1,500. I know it's right here because I just was using it. Because it's on the chair. Let's hit it with 15 first. Or maybe 1,000. Okay, I'm going to level this off a few strokes with 1,000 grit. Greetings from Chile Waves. Amazing job. Keep doing it. Okay, thank you. Muchas gracias, Alberto. Okay, this is 1,000 grit. We're going to hit this and try to keep it light because 1,000 grit really cuts, but I want to knock off all the high spots and then I'll switch to 15 and then 2. Thousand is pretty aggressive. Greetings from Chile. I find it on the P47 videos. Yeah, there's probably... I did a whole hinging video all by itself. About an hour long on how to make pocket hinges. Because everybody was asking me, what about my hinges? What about my hinges? I'll tell you what, I won't use any other hinges besides these from now on. Okay, that was 1,000 grit. So I'm going to take the grit off of it now and we'll drop down to 1,500. I didn't knock any of the paint off, so that's good. Just the high tops. Part of this trade, if you call it a trade, is knowing the sandpaper. So that's 2,000, that's 2,000. I know damn well I got 1,500 here. That's 3,000. Here. 1,500. Okay, 1,500. Where's my sponge? I just had the damn thing. There it is. Keep setting it on that chair and it just disappears. Now you're not here and you can't hear it probably, but I can hear the sandpaper drag. I can also feel it. And we're going to sand until that paper quits dragging. And then we're going to switch to 2000. Now, just about quit dragging there. You guys will get the flight report as it happens on Saturday. Hopefully we don't have any more mishaps. I don't think so though. It kind of woke me up. Okay, it was dragging, now it's not dragging, so I can switch to 2000. 2000 will polish off the tops of those. And then we'll hit it with 3000, then 5000, and then buff it. Okay, 2000. It's dragging again. You want to sand till it quits dragging. What you're doing is you're knocking the tops of the mountains off. I watched a movie last night from 1953 that I watched 40 some years ago. I knew it was weird. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And that was H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. I guess it was in 53 is when it came. It was like the first color, poor color, but it's reminiscing. You know, for the longest time, I always thought H.G. Wells was Orson Welles, but no, it's not the same guy. Yeah, pretty flat. Pretty flat. I got a little bit. Could go some more, but I don't have that much paint on it, so I don't want to sand through the clear or anything. So we'll quit sanding on that, and I'll just polish it. This airplane was painted with thinner, not paint. I could probably mix in half a quart of paint up, half a quart of clear, and put that on it. And that would raise it by an ounce. We'll see how it flies. Doesn't matter what it weighs, it's how does it fly. It's too nose heavy in its current configuration. Man, I should have known better. I just figured it'd be alright. It would overpower it, but it certainly wouldn't. It didn't. Live and learn. Won't make that mistake again. And as far as luck, ain't no doubt about it. I was lucky. What the hell is this? Somebody bothered me while I'm streaming again. Okay. I gotta go anyway. We'll cut it short, about 7 minutes. Well, that's it for tonight. That's the, I'll be polishing every night until I get it all done. I'll paint this, we'll fly it this weekend, but I'm going to paint this rudder up. You won't even know that this rudder was damaged. Dope is very forgiving. It'll blend right in. No problem. So that's all I got for this evening. Fair winds, tight lines. Let's go, Brandon. See ya.